I was listening to the pedigree of each and every one of you, and I was able to calculate that you must have altogether almost 1,000 years experience you have here, which shows that you understand what we are saying. And let me be honest with you, people will ask, what does this young man want? Why does he want to get himself involved in all this? Yes, I started as a banker, and I spent almost, I started in 1989 in the Legacy Chartered Bank. And when we look at how do you give back to your community, I remember in 2011, July, when the governor called me that and said, Bimbo, I said, no problem. But before I take this appointment from you, there are two people you need to talk to. The Aujal of the Jebuland and the chairman of my bank, because I was the director of Stanbic IBTC there. And he said, no problem, I'll talk to them. But I said, no. I need, if any of them says no, then there's a problem. He said, don't worry. I gave him the phone number of the chairman, and he had Kabi's phone number. And he called them, and they told him, yes, we will support. And my bank, on that day, promised him, he said, you are taking one of my biggest fish, but I promise you I will support you. And on that day, he told him that they are going to pay my salary throughout the tenure as I served as the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry. And I'm happy to tell you that for my first 4 years as the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Stanbic IBTC paid my salary fully for the 4 years because they believed that I would do something. And they did that. They didn't do that because they want Ogun State government to have account with them. Because I can tell you that if you list the first 4 banks where Ogun State government bank, Stanbic IBTC is not there. But they did that in order to support a government that's their own capacity building. And when I got to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, I sat my colleague down and I said, look, I'm here for us to succeed. And I have never liked civil service because I believe that civil servants, they always take advantage of people. But now, I'm sitting with you and I'm talking to you from what I've seen here, because what I did the first day, I had meetings with all of them. And I sat down there, I said them, and I said, we are going to succeed together. And if we don't succeed together, we fail together, it's going to be a disgrace to you guys. That, trust me, I'm coming here, the only collateral I'm bringing here is my integrity, and I promise you on my honor, I'm going to live with it intact. And I'm happy, by the time I left on the 15th, in August 2015, I left with it intact. Nobody ever said anything about, Bimbo Ashiru did this, because I believe that having integrity and leading a right, and I can tell you, civil servants are the most brilliant people if they have the right leadership, and we will be able to put them across. And when we came in, we found out that Ogun State was actually number 35 in terms of ease of doing business in Nigeria. And each time I travel with the governor, and one young man in California asked her, look, Mr. Governor, you want us to come and bank, you have to come and do business in your state. But the World Bank report says that you're number 35. So how do you want to marry that together? And the governor said, oh, well, you know, we just came in, we are trying to see things and everything. So in February 14, 2011, 14th, we went to meet with the World Bank. I led the delegation, and we were able to, and I took all the stakeholders, the number 1 level stakeholders, so that we won't get there and start saying, where is this, where is that? We weren't there. It was in GRA in Kenya. And lo and behold, we were able to show them some things, some of the development, some of the changes we did. And today, we are one of the best 5 in the country. So that shows that we believe to do that. And also I'm happy to tell you that the foreign direct investments that came into Nigeria between 2011 to today, 75% of them in manufacturing, they are in Ogun State. And that's why today, Ogun State is the industrial hub of Nigeria. And I stand to be corrected. And you could see that when we came in, the IGR was 700 million naira. But today, we are moving between 6-7 billion, and we intend to get to 10 billion by God's will before we leave. So those are the things that we look at and said, we need to now start having people who are committed. Yes, fine. I know that during my first term, when I was going back, my assets was depleted. I was earning millions of naira as a banker, and I started earning 350,000 naira, which will not cover my monthly payment to my veteran. I believe it's a sacrifice to my own state. And we looked at it and said, how can we move forward? Now, we've seen what has happened in Lagos. When Ashwaju left, BRF took over. When BRF took over, somebody is there. Luckily, my brother is there, who served Lagos very well in terms of environment. So you could see that there is need for continuity. And what we noticed is that when Chief Vitor Manjo did his own, the military took over, they abandoned all his projects. Chief Oshoba came in, he couldn't continue with what Chibidoman did. The military came in, they messed it up. Otunba came in twice. Then Otunba Daniel came in, he continued his own project, abandoned that. Then we came in, we focused on our own infrastructure. If you look at what is happening, we are wasting human resources, quite relevant projects. And I think the problem is, even if you have a child and you start your business, your child will come in here and will start in a very good way, probably turn it around and make something better. So it should be difficult for Bimbo Ashiru to become the governor in 2019 and say, oh, all the things we've done, I will abandon that. They will say, oh, this man has mental problem. We shouldn't even deal with him because he was part and parcel of ESCO. So what did this, the man can't talk when he was there? And those are the things we looked at and think we must continue this. And I can tell you, I know many questions will be asked about the infrastructure. When I was driving through this road, I saw what happened. And I will tell you this. You see, God has a way of doing things. Yesterday, I was at the Tinubu's and I saw BRF. On our way out, I dragged and then my brother called. Ukijo Road, what is happening now? You are now the minister for works and infrastructure. Say, people, don't worry. And actually, if you go there now, they should be there. Because I remember in 2011, December, we were at one of the health centers there, and they promised that they're going to, it's a federal government road, but they were trying to work on it. But because it was an ACN government and PDP government, it was difficult. Everybody, they are trying to outshine themselves. I mean, PDP, people are not being objective about that. They will move a project that's supposed to be somewhere, they will do that. And I know that all this oil they are talking about, the petrol they are talking, is from that facility there. And you can imagine the road is very bad, they cannot do anything. And I think he got that message because they discussed it. Jonathan came and he said, oh, they are going to, they launched the Lagos-Ibadan Express. But I can tell you that, I don't know how far it's true, I've not been there, but I was told that people are now on that, they are there at Okiju, they are working on that. You can be rest assured, yes, there might be issues on this road. If by the grace of God, I'm elected as governor of Ogun State, one of the major projects will be this road. That's what it is. Because it's Ewekero's cement, Shagam cement, Lafarge. They've been here mining because luckily it's under my ministry, so I can tell you more about that. There are about 45 million metric tons of cement that they produce in this country annually. 20 million metric tons is coming from Ogun State. Ogun State is one of the largest producers of cement in this country. And part of the fund is from here. So revenue of Nigeria, and you could see that what we consume in Nigeria is not more than probably 30 million metric tons. So we now we export most of this out of the country. And that's why even South Africa, they only produce 40 million metric tons per annum. So you can see that Ogun State we're a state that is endowed with a lot of mineral and natural resources. I have another good news for you. Yesterday, I met with the guys that are actually packaging Olokola. They've gone to the extent of signing the deal, but it failed. I met with them yesterday, we spoke, and I said, if by God's grace I'm opportune to be the governor, that is the first project. You can be rest assured, if Olokola comes to life, that is the largest deep support in Nigeria. When Aliko Dangote showed them the package, they offered him $9 billion. I'm close to Aliko and I saw those things. But whatever went wrong, I mean, I don't know, but I believe it's something that will come. And once that thing comes, it will create direct job for over 10,000 people in Ogun State. So you can see that there are so many things we can do in Ogun State that can help us. And how do you do that? The issue of infrastructure is there, we are doing that, health is there, so many things that we can work on and actually expand on. But the problem is that we should stop being sentimental. So the only way forward, which I can tell you is this: there's only one vote. It's very important and very key. And that vote shouldn't deceive ourselves here today. And I can tell you, it's Senator Odukunle Amosu. So what we're trying to do is to tell the people we have here, the eldest amongst you, to be able to let us, we need to plead. Like I said, I'm a baby, Joe, so that we can now continue the good work. And like Dr. Shinowo said, out of the 9 of us, and I want to let you know that I've started consultation with the other aspirants. Some of them have started coming in. So, you know, one of them is a member here, Bashoromiwa, is my brother. We started as a baby, we grew up together. So there's nowhere, I'm taking him for granted. By God's grace, he's going to be part and parcel of us, so there's no problem about that. We will resolve it at home. and it will be sorted out. But what I'm saying basically is that the issue here is how amongst, I mean, let's be honest ourselves, who do you want to hand over to? Are you going to hand over to your enemy? I mean, you won't hand over to your enemy. You have to hand over to somebody who you know that you have your back and be able to do what you're going to do. So somebody that will come in there and start putting pressure, creating problems for you. So what I'm saying in essence is that there's still need for the edits here to see how we can persuade and plead that this thing must come to Ijebu. And I believe that if it comes to Ijebu, we also, I want us to see this project as our project, not Bimbo Ashiru's project. And I'll be honest with you, like I told some people, I don't want to be governor because of siren. No, I want to serve my people diligently, genuinely. And I'll be honest with you that, and like I said, integrity matters a lot to me. It's not that, status symbol, you want to use siren, you want to use police. No, that's not what I want. I want to genuinely, if I can leave my job, leave my bonuses there, and serve my people, it shows that I genuinely care for my people. And I've actually sent a package here, which I'm sure will be distributed among members. And if you look at that, you'll be able to see that this person means well. And I remember when I was being presented to Chief Obasanjo, President Obasanjo, on the 19th of November, he said three things. He said there are three things in politics: unity of purpose, track record, and game of number. He said the unity of purpose, that you, Ijebus and Remo, you have made history. That for a change, for the first time in the issue of Ogun State, you presented a candidate. That alone shows that you, Ijebu and Remo, you have unity of purpose. He said the second thing is game of number. That number, that is politics. It is the people that are going to vote for you. When you have a good product, there's no problem. And he said the track record, that the person you brought here today, Bimbo Ashiru, he has a track record. Holders, you are influential, you are opinion leaders. And sitting here today, I know sitting here today, you can move at least 1 million people in Ogun State. I know that you have that capacity to do that. And I can tell you this, I need to congratulate you the role you played during the Akarigos installation. I mean, I'm a member of ESCO, this thing came, we passed it. That's the first time in the history whereby a king will be elected and nobody is going to court to question it. So it shows that you are now giving back to the community where you came from. You've been able to convince people that let us put this person there. And I can tell you, the Kabiyesi Akarigo, I've met him, I've spoken with him. He's a man of integrity. You have a qualified robber, somebody you can present to the public, to the world, that this is our own robber. That is what we want. And we must start doing that now, because we are the future of this country. If we have, like I tell people, if you bring in somebody, yes, you have our own children up there, we do blah, blah, blah. But if we don't do what is right here, our children, when they come back here, they will not be able to survive. Because those guys that we left here, that are here, that are nobody will continue to frustrate them. And that's why we have kidnappers, we have armed robbers. And I keep on telling people that when you are setting up industries, or when you are setting up, when you are setting up universities in your hometown, are you looking at how they are going to be gainfully employed? No. I have told them and I've challenged them that they should now start coming. To date, I can tell you authoritatively, and the records are there, that in Shagamu alone, over 77 industries have opened shops in Shagamu. And I want to be corrected. I can start naming, at least on my head, I can name Olam, I can name CDK that is coming out here, I can name Nestle, I can name Obachude for Honeywell, I can name Sheep Group, Apples and Pears. They came in, most of them are my clients when I was in the bank, and I was able to convince them to come in here. And these are the things that we are looking at. If I'm the governor tomorrow, then I have the power. You know, if you notice, I'm still a subordinate. I have a master. And I've been, I remember a former president who said, you are my special advisor, I can decide to take your advice or not. I get my point. But if Bimbo Ashiru is now the governor, there's a difference between, then I can now say, well, I want this one situated here, I want this one situated here. We are lucky in this state. Look at this axis towards Olokola. I mean, to see what is happening there. The bitumen that is coming there in commercial quantity, I know how many people are coming in, and I know how many investors are coming in. But you see, there are so many priorities for different individuals. My own priority may be different, but you can be rest assured that by God's grace, if I'm given the opportunity, with your good support, things will work out well. And I would like to take questions and comments. Thank you very much.